Hello and welcome back to South Coast Busways, where today we are at the Mallard Road Garage Shed 2 in Bournemouth, where we have 6 Red Clips Gemini 2s that I don't know what to do with. So looking at where at this lovely area we call Bournemouth, I can see here there's a little estate up here, and then there's a big gap here, and I want to get both of those done, and I don't think we need another U for this route, because we can just have it serve the village and not the uni. So I'm thinking we come out of the village, we go down this way into the square, down through the triangle, then down this way around the bottom rather than going through the square a second time, and then up along the 300 to Littledown, where it can turn back like that. I like the sound of that, but the allocation might be very tight, so hold that thought, potentially. It might be that we turn it at the triangle until we can get another batch of buses from somewhere else. We'll see. It might also be that this doesn't need to be deckers. We will also see on that regard. But this is going to be the... actually, I don't know what number I want this to be yet, because I don't know which numbers we have spare. Because I either want it to be the 12 or the 13, and I don't know which one. But I'm also going to look here. This is the U3. Okay. So yeah, the U3 is the one that comes around here. So if we have 13 free, that would be nice. We have 13 free. That's brilliant. That has worked out exactly right. Love when that happens. So, put that down, and this is going to say 13. So the estate, the little estate off at the other end, is called Littledown. Littledown to Talbot Village. And actually I'm going to start building the route from Littledown, because it's much closer to the garage. Although, what is it actually like in terms of driving distance? Because this is a bit of a cul-de-sac. It would have to come out of the garage, come down like this, do that, and then up. I think it is still maybe closer, or it would go like around the top like that. In which case it absolutely would be. So I'm fine. So this is going to be Littledown. What is this road called? Harewood Crescent? I'll just call it Littledown. Littledown. Whoa. Littledown. Then we're going to come around. We're going to stop there. And then post me, if you don't mind. Here is the 13 from Littledown to Talbot Village. So, yeah, I think this should run, ideally this should run every 15 minutes, but we'll see. Maybe it runs every 20 minutes and then we can get another batch of buses from somewhere and run it more frequently. Who knows? But yeah, ideally we end up with a vehicle requirement of about 4. We have 6 buses, so I can go up to 5 really, but we will see. We will see. Timetable needs to be made, but this is going to be quite a useful route. Right, so it turns out we will need 6 buses to run the 13. Which is exactly as many as we have, which means it won't work. But the timetable is ready to go. What I might do just for now is set that to never, and they can run every 30 minutes. You know, we can put that back to every 30 minutes on these timetables before it's time to go again. In the meantime, yeah, that's fine. We go down from 6 to 3, and we're good, and this can launch from Mallard Road 2. And we'll activate that now, why not? So yes, that service is launching not frequently enough, but it's launching nonetheless. The next thing on the agenda is the 337, which is all the way over here. There it is. Lymington to Sway. It's this route. And it needs some alteration because it cannot cope with the MV-type buses that it uses because they're just too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split off the town running portion into a separate route. Split off basically all of this into its own route, and then reroute the main 337 this way through Pennington. From Sway, stop it going around in a loop, and it'll instead go around like that, come out the other side, and go into New Milton, and terminate at Barton-on-Sea. And for that, it's going to use some C2K Sataros, because I love those things. So, let's edit route. The 337 is going to, so I'm going to delete the stops. Hang on, Priestland's Place, so it starts there, so I need to delete stops, it's just from this end. Yeah, so it comes in, where's Queen Street? Hang on, Stanford Hill, Queen Street, that's fine. So everything from here down, delete, 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 and there we go. Then I need to delete Stanford Hill, Gordon Road, Bays Road, Lodge Road, and then Middle Common Road is there. Good. Then on the way back in, I need to delete Edwards Close, Bays Road, Bus Stop, Stanford Hill. Actually, that Stanford Hill could stay. That was fine. Right. Change this. Lymington to Barton. And coming out of Lymington, we're now going down through Stanford Hill, Priestland School, Pennington Cross, Milford Road, Meadow Road, that is on that side of the road, so I'll put it there. There you go. St. Mark's. Put Lodge Road there. Then it'll go to Middle Common. Then coming back from Middle Common, we'll go Lodge Road, Pennington Church, Meadow Road, Milford Road, Pennington Cross, Priestland School, and back up to Stanford Hill. So that's the adjustment we do at this end of the route. Then in Sway, we're just going to get rid of the stops at St Luke's Church and Sway Set Thorns. Like that. Then, I'll work this out in a bit. Okay, so coming out of Sway, we're going to stop at these crossroads. Then we're going to stop there. Then we're going in through the top at Milton. Or Milton or Milford? Milton. New Milton. This is not going to get confusing at all in the slightest. Right. So I'll put a stop there. We'll put a stop there. We'll put a stop like there. Then we'll put a stop there, because there's a church. Then we'll put a stop there. And a stop there. Actually not there. Well, there will be one there, but I also want one here. And then we have stops that the game has kindly put in for us. Isn't that nice? Well, we have one that the game has kindly put in for us. And I don't like how far apart those are, so I'm going to put one there. And delete that one, so that I can put it there instead, which is nice. New Milton. Now apparently we want to go this way, so I'll go this way. Then where am I trying to go? I'm trying to go to Barton-on-Sea. We'll go there, we'll go to Yew Tree. Then I'll pop around the corner. Put a bus stop there. Albany Close, Highlands Road, Barton Court Avenue, Grove Road, and we will turn around here at edit stop name, just Barton-on-Sea. Barton-on-Sea. And then coming back out, we're going to go this way. Up here. Up there. Up there. Up here. Across. This way. Brad Beers. Fire station. Whitefield Road. Then the station. Game's having a think. Does it not know what a station is? Probably doing an autosave, let's be real. Right, we're back from that autosave, and we're continuing up towards Sway. Like this. Going to go across, Then we're going to get back into the countryside. Which means back into the slightly more zoomed out view so that I can see where I'm putting my bus stops in relation to where there are some buildings. TM. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this. Nah, there's a fair bit in there. I'll keep that. Trying to decide where you put rural bus stop. Like this one I don't need. Which is... Okay, so we have St Andrew minus 1, 2, 3. Right, St Andrew minus 1, 2, 3. It should be this one. 'Twas indeed. Where am I now? There. Put a stop there. Put a stop there. Then head back up through Sway Manor, Sway Station, this place, around the top, down there will do. Down to Middle Road, Hare and Hounds, and rejoin. There we go. This is the new 337 from Lymington to Barton-on-Sea via Sway. And we will not be using the MV type, we will instead be using the MCS type, the little C2K Citaros. Because this operation loves a Citaro. As do I. I love a Citaro. I don't know if I've made that clear enough. I love Citaros. They're the best. But anywho. Doink. Undo that to that. Good. Copy. Paste. Paste. You undo to Barton. Good. TM. Copy. Paste. And paste. Says we'll need 4. I doubt that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to change the way this timetable works so that it works how I want them to now. So I'm going to disappear into a little jump cut and get this done. And the 337 is now ready to go with its new allocation of the MCS-type, which stands for Mercedes Citaro Short, which are Mercedes Citaro C2Ks. So if we get all of these done, like that, and I disallow bus route changes within shift, like that, and I confirm that, we will have our new and improved 337. And in order to run the new and improved 337, I will need to go to the NF garage and buy 4 more Mercedes Citaro C2Ks to complement the fleet that we already have here. Which should be a good number? Yeah, we're up to 138 here. We have a good batch that do the services that cross the forest out to places like Hythe and stuff. So these are going to be, these are going to be 19 plates. Should be obvious. So, no, they are listed as minibuses. I keep forgetting that the game does that. There it is, C2K right-hand drive. Everything except premium seats, as we do. MCS-type, and it's going to be 4 of them. Importer repaint. And we have, where do we have? South Coast, Jurassic County, New Forest Greens, MCS-type C2K. There we go. Lovely livery for our lovely bus. And we should have 4 of them arriving now. Very nice. Why is only 1 of them coming there? Because this scanning is in the wrong place? Oh, what's happened there? Don't tell me the Scanias are in the wrong order now. Yeah, okay, good, that seems fine. Yeah, that's fine. And then SD24 needs to go like that. And then we have doing, yep, good. But that's 3 of them. Where's the last one gone? There it is. Oh, I see. So I need to move these Scanias up, and then I need to get these plated. So I will do that all in a happy little jump cut. And finally, we have HF19KLL, better known as MCS-148, ready to start working on the new and improved Route 337. So, first things I need to assign are the new allocations for the new Route 13, but I need bus drivers here for that. So, let's go for some friendly ones. Then let's go for some more friendly ones. Then we'll go for some more friendly ones. And more friendly ones. And more friendly ones. 30 bus drivers, we have a fleet of 6 and a PVR of 3. I think they're going to be very happy. Or very frustrated with how little work they're getting, we'll see. There we go. And tomorrow, this depot, and boing. Very nice. Yeah, you couldn't do this much better. All 6 vehicles are needed. That's unfortunate. Oof. Yeah, yikes. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. That's really bad. Like, there is no way of working this to make it need, like, even 5. It will need all 6. Yikes. Right, then NF. We don't have enough drivers. That's fine. We don't have enough buses. No, we do have enough buses. Though that can't go there. But, like, I can take this off, put this on, then move this over there, and now we do have enough buses. But I do need a few more drivers. I didn't realise we were that close on drivers here. Oh, we've only got 41. Yikes! Right, I'm just gonna hire all the ones who are friendly right now. Make you friendly. Make you friendly. Make you friendly. Then friendliness. Going burr. Obviously when the New Forest garage says that it has a fleet of 58, that does include the collection vehicles, which aren't running. The plan with those is to get them running when I can be bothered to get the sightseeing DLC, so that I can actually use them on an actual sightseeing route. Sign bus drives automatically this garage. There we go. So yes, hang on. No, those are C2Ks, they're fine. I thought... Where are the other Citaros? Because there were some other Citaros. Ah, these are the other Citaros, yeah. Never mind. There was some lore that I'd forgotten about, involving the express fleet for the X-37. How they're not all one batch. These two are 18 plates, and then the rest of them are 68 plates. Because these two came earlier, and sort of from before the X-37 was express branded, to boost the fleet of classic Citaros with, you know, some more Citaros. Then we have these little MBs, lots of MCSs, Scanias, more MCSs, and then the Heritage Fleet, which is all the way over here. These will get liveries. These will get liveries. They're just not a priority. The Metrobus still doesn't have a license plate or a fleet number yet. I really should work on that. But anywho, that is all of that. That's all the progress. Now we're in the let's look at what we've done stage of proceedings, which is just going to be the for the 13, because the 337 won't change until tomorrow in game, and I don't want to wait that long to do the recording, so I'm not going to. Also, because I've been recording for like almost 50 minutes, and I didn't time-lapse the 337, because it was not a new route. So, you know, I will see you when we're on a 13. And it's now time to join the first 13 on its first run from Littledown to Talbot Village via Bournemouth. So, coming down the sort of main-ish road. I assume before they built the dual carriageway, this would have been the main road out towards Southampton and London, you know, Southampton and ultimately London. But, you know, dual carriageway's a thing now, so it's not as major, but, you know, and coming into the town centre, following the 300, the Bournemouth service in the Dorset Limited brand. Although this service substantially less glamorous, but using substantially more interesting buses. I think we might all agree on that. The B9TL rather more interesting than the Enviro 400 MMC. But then again, I have these spec'd out with the 8.9 litre, the big Cummins engine, because I like them. But anywho, we're coming through Bournemouth now, where we do a weird thing to serve this side of Bournemouth Square, and then we go up this way, and then up here, and then up this way through Talbot. What is this? Talbot Woods. Then through Talbot Manor, and into Talbot Village, where we go all the way around and terminate on the other side. Just here. So, that's that. That is the 13. Actually, you know what? Let's go the other way as well. So yes, these Gemini 2s, if you didn't catch last week's episode, are from Birmingham, from Midland Red, which is the National Busways operation in Birmingham. These were a sort of a new livery that I've designed, but it's not actually new in terms of the timeline. This livery came about in 2004. It's called National Busways New Image. I'm using it on National Busways West Scotland now because we're in 2004 on that. And I think it looks rather nice. In time, these will get a Morse livery when I get around to it. They might even get Morse 2. We'll see. But, you know, for now, they're in New Image. I wanted New Image on this series because I thought, you know what? New Image has got nice shapes. I can have them come in from operations with nice colours, and it's going to be really nice. But we're going up the road that the 300 goes down now, and past Bournemouth Station, which is very useful, very handy. And indeed, given the time of night, although it is an event day, fairly busy. So, as we get back into Littledown, I will, you know, it's going to be outro time. So, yes, we're back in Littledown now. I don't know why I did that at the roundabout, but yes, we're back here. So, let's head to Mallard Road 2, because that's got the lovely, lovely looking Gemini 2s. I will see you next week from the South Coast. Also, this weekend, look out this Saturday for the final episode of By Night, which is the series where I've been doing every night and 24-hour bus service in Greater London. Final episode of that is going up this week, so after this Saturday, if you want to binge the entire series, you absolutely can. All 26 episodes back to back. It's going to take you a long time though, because some of those episode lengths, you know what I'm like. Yeah, By Night's finishing this week, so I'm very excited. I'm going out to film it on Thursday night. I'll have a lot of people with me as well, so that's going to be a fun one. Very short one though, it's only got one route. But anywho, enough about By Night episode 26. I will see you next week from the South Coast. Bye bye.